If you could sum up for us, what do you think is a 2-point, 3-point, or a 4-point strategy for digital marketing for the travel industry?
I think the approach that we have at this point of time, because there are a lot of consumer concerns at this point of time. Even if I intend to travel, even if I want to travel, I'm not too sure because there's so many lots of ifs and buts. So which is why we call it as inform. We need to educate a lot of people around whether wherever you are intended to travel, whether, again, as I said, depending on the kind of destination you are looking at, the first thing that you need to do as a travel operator or as a travel brand is tell people of what is possible and what is not possible. So if you want to go to Goa, I can tell you whether yes, Goa is safe or not, first of all, and if it is, what are the regulations around? Do you need a COVID certificate? Do you need an e-pass, whatever? So I think that's the inform phase, as we call it. So I think the first job is to educate people about what is possible and what is not possible. I mean, even if you want to go to Kerala today, there are no guidelines whether you can go or not. So I would, as a travel brand, I would tell you, if you're thinking of Kerala, don't think this is probably not the right time. I can give you 3 or 4 or other alternate destinations. So that's the inform or education part at this point of time, and that's what we are trying to do. The second, as I said, is inspire, where people need a lot of inspiration at this point of time, and that will come not just by telling people of what is safe and what is not safe, but also showcase the brighter side of travel, how the world is healing, how the all the touristy places that where there are now even more beautiful, because they are not less crowded. I mean, they are much more pollution free. The rivers are more cleaner. So whatever. So there is that second phase, as we call it, and as I said, they're all parallel and not simultaneous and not linear, is inspire. And the third is, again, the people will need a lot of nudge, or people will need a lot of push. Travel was always a pull-based category, but I think for some time in the next foreseeable future, or maybe another 3 or 4 months, it will be a push category. So you will need a lot of convincing, you will need a lot of push for customers. So you have to do that. And I think the most important thing is social is the best way to do that. We've seen that little bit of shift at this point of time, where I think we were, and I think not just us, I think almost all travel brands were heavily reliant on Google being the biggest acquisition tool. I mean, we were actually spending a lot of money on Google to acquire, because people were searching for it. But because there are not many searches happening, because there is not much of intent at this point of time, there is a little bit of shift of power from Google to social at this point of time, where social is inspiring people to travel, and social has become a big tool for acquisition at this point of time. And I think it will be for next foreseeable future. I'm not saying that it is a permanent shift, but at least at this point of time, I think the shift of power has happened to social, for us at least.
In terms of digital marketing for a agency right now, for a tour and travel agency right now, you think they should only stick to social, or email marketing, SMS marketing, everything it also needs to be clicking right now?
No, I don't think you can ever do any of these in isolation. I think it will have to be at any given point, depending on the kind of resources that we have. I mean, thankfully, because we've been around for a very long time, we have a very, very large base of consumers who have traveled with us, people
Right.
who are loyal to us, people who engage with us on a very regular basis, whether via our emailers or whether via our social these things. So yes, we use. I mean, and I think everybody should probably use all these tools. Whether it is SEO, SEM, yes, you need. I mean, that is the only thing that will actually bail you out in the long term. Where having great content on your site, it's not just about the kind of packages that you set, but also about just content, which will inspire me for people to come and read about it. So yes, SEO, we do email very, very rigorously, and that again gives us a lot of meat to acquire, even from the same set of customers again, because we have a large base, as I said. What we're also seeing, we are using a lot of marketing automation, where we actually build journeys depending on the kind of history that you've had with us in the past. So we build a lot of journeys around the kind of triggers that we work. Those triggers might be emails, next it might be browser notification, the second might be app notification, and then if none of these work, maybe an SMS triggered all of that. So all these will have to work to get the max out of what you currently have.